Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Babaka Gide Imo TV. I am Mori Regila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. Governors ask Buoy to take 33 steps to rescue Nigeria's economy. Dariye Inyame finally released from prison. Watch moments Arise TV host Tundu Abiola, ex-minister. Pirate confraternity song mocking Tinubu distasteful, says Shoyinka. The policemen at the checkpoint laughed us as we struggle to escape terrorists. Cleric narrates. Abdul Karim Faka Kasina terror kingpin, 7 others killed in NAF airstrikes. Buga Toby Amushan song of victory. And to foreign, Nigerian trained nurses top list of foreign medics working in UK with 4,722. And to sports story, Commonwealth Games, Nigeria's 12 gold medals all won by women. Now the news in detail. Nigerian governors advised President Muhammadu Buhari-led government to take some urgent steps as part of coordinated effort to instill fiscal discipline and prevent the nation from economic collapse. The governors made the proposal at a meeting with Mr. Buhari last month. Premium Times gathered from source privy to details of the meeting. This newspaper reported that the governors advised the federal government to offer federal civil servants who are older than 50 years one-off retirement package to exit the service. They equally urged the federal government to immediately put an end to the Central Bank of Nigeria's financing of the government's budgetary expenditures and convert its 19 trillion naira debt into a 100-year bond. The governors were concerned about the deteriorating state of the economy and the ripple effect on the nation ahead of the 2023 general elections. Earlier in the week, a premium time analyst of Nigeria's external reserves revealed that the figures amount to only 15 billion US dollar, with below the 36 billion US dollar balanced on the gross external reserves claimed by the central bank. With the nation spending 5.9 trillion naira on imports in the first quarter of the year, reserves of 15 billion US dollar would barely cover 4 months of imports. Still on the world news, former governors of Plateau and Taraba State, Senator Joshua Dariye and Jolly Inyame, have been released from Kuje Correctional Facility in Abuja. This is coming 3 months after they are pardoned by the Council of State led by the President, Muhammadu Buhari, on April 14, 2022. A source from the correctional facility told our correspondent that the former governors were set free around 12:15 p.m. on Monday. Also released were 3 other inmates from Suleja Correctional Center in Niger State. They were granted pardon based on ill health, age, and good conduct and industry while in the custodial center, he said. Effort to get the spokesperson, Nigeria Correctional Center, Salvis Abubakar Umar, for confirmation was not possible, but an official in the department said he was in the meeting. Inyame was to serve a 12-year jail sentence for diverting 1.64 billion naira during his tenure as governor of Taraba, while Dariye was serving 10 years imprisonment for 1.126 billion naira fraud. The council's decision to release the duo had generated a lot of controversy. Moving on, Arise TV host Tundu Abiola and former Minister of Communication Buoy engaged in a heated exchange after she said people would be bored with the confidence he's exhibiting in the All Progressive Congress Muslim presidential ticket. Adebayo, a guest on the news channel's show on Monday morning, flared up after Tundu made the comment. As he asked about the issue Tundu has with his confidence, she stated that maybe he doesn't understand the meaning of being buoyed. To be buoyed, however, means to be encouraged. Moving on with another part of the story that makes the world news this hour. Elder statesman Professor Wole Soyinka has expressed disgust at a viral video showing some purported members of the National Association of Sea Dogs, otherwise called Pirate Confraternity, mocking the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, in a song. In a 1-minute video, the members dressed in red and white attire danced and chanted thus, and they shake, leg they shake, Baba we know well, he they shout, Emi Lokon, roughly translated to mean with an unstable hand and leg, A man with a frail health is sounding off that it is a storm to be Nigeria's president. The phrase Emilokon sneaked into the nation's consciousness on June 3, 2022, during a meeting with the party delegates in Abeokuta, Ogun State, where Tinubu expressed frustration over the non-support of his ambition to win the party's presidential ticket. These, he noted, having worked for the emergence of Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired as president in 2015, including Mr. Dapo Abiodun as Ogun State governor, who he referred to as Eleyi this one. In a statement on Monday titled Interim Statement on a Dubious Political Outing, the Nobel laureate said that his attention was drawn to a video clip making internet rounds of a dancing and chanting group in red and white costume, probably members of the pirate confraternity. A Benue-based cleric, Pastor Peter Kerr, has narrated how he was allegedly attacked by terrorists along Otuporo, Benue State, while he was returning back from a crusade in Abia State. According to Punch report, the cleric made it known that he was returning from Abia State after attending a crusade there, and he was attacked by some gun-wielding terrorists along Ugokolo Utoko at about 6:14 p.m. While narrating the story, the cleric made it known that while he was driving, the terrorists began to shoot directly to his vehicle, and at a point, not knowing what to do again, he went down the steering wheel with his hand on the steering and he kept driving. He further made it known that while the terrorists were shooting at them, his wife and other people inside the vehicle were shouting, "Jesus, Jesus." Narrating further, he made it known that after escaping the terrorists, he drove for a few minutes and saw a police checkpoint in front very close to the scene of the attack. He made it known that the policemen he saw at the checkpoint were busy laughing at them when they drove past. Moving on to the next story. Abdul Karim Faka, the leader of a terrorist group in Katsina State, was killed during a raid by the Nigeria Air Force NAF on Sunday. The airstrike by the NAF killed Faka and 7 other terrorists in their hideout in Tendama village, Denja local government area LGA of Katsina State. The spokesperson of Katsina Police Command, SP Gambo Isa, confirmed the development. Isa said police embarked on a mock-up operation after the activities of the Nigerian Air Force. He noted that the police successfully rescued 6 kidnapped victims at the hideout. According to him, the victims include 52-year-old Al-Aji Garba Damalam, Rabiu Idris, age 45, and Abbas Samaila, 38 years old, all of whom were Nuku LGA. Also, Yunus Sassani, age 54, Ishaq Yakub, 40, and Denjuma Samaila, age 45, all of Lions Ani village, Kafur, he said. To a very victorious outing from the Commonwealth Games, World 100-meter hurdles record holder Toby Amuson is Nigeria's star girl who has the world at her feet. After putting Nigeria on the podium with a dazzling performance, Toby celebrates in a very Nigerian way. She raises her shoulders and poses for the world to behold one of the greatest athletes to ever lace a pair of running shoes. When Kiss Daniel released Buga, for the most part, it sounded just like another Afrobeats record that shouldn't scratch beyond the surface. However, when broken into beats and the fine details are considered, one will find that the song is simply perfect to celebrate their victory. I will simply define a perfect song as one that embodies in sufficient quantity the elements needed to create a song that is easily digestible and enjoyable. Some songs need sophisticated diction to convey their meaning, while other songs require the lyrics watered down. Some songs need log drums, some can do without it. Some songs need horns, while others don't. Basically, it has to do with understanding the song and putting together the right element, she concluded. From that story, we'll go to a foreign story as regards Nigerian trained nurses. With 4,722 Nigerian trained nurses and midwives, the country tops the list of United Kingdom's UK newly registered medics over the last 5, according to data from British National Health Service (NHS) Digital. According to the data published yesterday, the Daily Mail UK Online, 1 in 3 doctors and nurses who joined the NHS in England last year were recruited from overseas, raising concerns the health service is becoming over-reliant on foreign recruits. According to an analysis by the BBC, data from NHS Digital shows the share of health care staff recruited from overseas almost doubled between 2014 and 2021. A breakdown showed that Nigeria was only surpassed by India and Philippines with 21,357 and 17,825 nurses and midwives respectively. And finally, on the world news today is a sport news. Team Nigeria won the most medals in the 22nd edition of the Commonwealth Games, which concluded on August 8 in Birmingham. To beat the 1994 Victoria Games, the Nigerian team won 12 gold, 9 silver, and 14 bronze medals. Women won all 12 gold medals. The reigning world champion is now the Commonwealth Games champion. The 26-year-old won the 100-meter hurdles in 12.30 seconds against record. Buoy maintained an enviable record of getting a medal in every tournament where she has represented Nigeria. She won gold at the Commonwealth Games with a 7.00 meter leap. The quartet of Favour Ofili, Rosemary Chukuma, Grace Unkocha, and Amushon won gold in a new African record of 42.30 seconds. Genesis 24 moved up to 50 kg weight class after winning gold at the 2015 All-African Games in 2015. That concludes the world news this hour. Let's quickly have some major headlines before we call it a wrap. Governors asked Buoy to take 33 steps to rescue Nigeria's economy. Dariye Inyame finally released from prison. Watch Movement Arise TV host Tudun Abiola ex-minister exchange words. And finally on sports, Commonwealth Games, Nigeria's 12 gold medals all won by women. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is Baba Bagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of goods and services, coverage of events and function, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. Good evening.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.